Joining us now, President of the Jerusalem Center for Security and Foreign Affairs, Dr. Dan Diker. Dr. Diker, thanks so much for being with us here. Obviously, an historic day. This attack pulled off in tandem, truly in harmony by two allies, the United States and Israel. Your reaction to this, but also a little bit what needed to go into the planning in order to pull this off as seemingly flawlessly as we have observed.
Good evening from Jerusalem. It's good morning here. A couple of hours of quiet. We've been in and out of the safe rooms, as Jody has reported, for the last 24 hours. The planning and timing of this counterterrorism operation in full cooperation between the United States and Israel has been absolutely meticulous. Prime Minister Netanyahu, the only foreign leader to visit the White House 7 times in the last 12 months, he and President Trump are completely and totally coordinated strategically and tactically, and that's what this type of operation requires. This is a regime that began this war 47 years ago against the United States with the kidnapping of 52 Americans held for 444 days until President Ronald Reagan assumed office on January 20th, 1981. It is a regime that has killed well over 1,000 Americans and many thousands of Israelis over these years. So this is an ongoing war that both President Trump, Prime Minister Netanyahu decided enough is enough. We are going to end the forever war. And that's exactly what has happened with the killing of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, who is responsible himself for the killing of over 1,000 Americans and many thousands of Israelis. And that now has come to an end. You've seen the celebration of the Iranian people in the streets of Iran, as well as in London and other capitals in the West.
And this is big time different from what happened last summer with the B-2 strike. That was basically against nuclear facilities. This is against command and control. This is against anybody really in authority. And they got the big one, Ayatollah Khamenei, only the second supreme leader of Iran, right behind Khomeini. I remember when these guys first showed up, Khomeini and Khamenei, and that's how you tell them apart with the pronunciation. Tell us just what a big deal this is, and I don't feel it's necessarily getting enough attention. In the very first day, he is taken out. State television in Iran is officially mourning his passing, but I don't know how most of the people feel about him, sir.
This is an extraordinary moment. Your question is absolutely critical one. This is an operation that only could have been accomplished by this extraordinary collaboration and cooperation, one of total moral clarity. President of the United States, perhaps the most courageous American leader that the West has seen in presidential history. And it is absolutely critical that this has taken place on the first day, as you said so correctly, even in the first hours of this operation. The Iranian people having sacrificed up to 50,000 of themselves, the public, innocent people having been mass murdered by their own regime. This is far worse than the Nazi regime in the middle of last century. A regime that's prepared to mass murder tens of thousands and wound hundreds of thousands of Iranians. And the significance of getting the big fish in the first hours of this operation is absolutely critical, because it essentially creates a massive amount of doubt and uncertainty among not only the religious leadership in Qom, in Iran, but clearly many in the IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps,
right,
are already switching sides. They're already sneaking out billions of dollars outside the country. And according to the information we have at Jerusalem Center for Security and Foreign Affairs, we've been dealing with the Iranian opposition now for several years. There are a number of options for a free and democratic Iran. That the 90% of the Iranian people are pro-West. It's important.
Dr.
They're pro-American, they're pro-Israel.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. We're just about out of time. We appreciate the insight. We're also glad that you have had some quiet there in Jerusalem with a new day dawning in many different ways around the world. We appreciate your joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and good morning to you.